What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to respond to some comments. It's that time of the week once again for me to set these college football fans straight, especially SEC fans that's not fans of my Alabama Crimson Tide. So let's go ahead and get into it. And the first comment comes from an LSU fan, Fred Petrie. I think y'all see on the screen, user dash alphabets and numbers, but his name is Fred Petrie. And he says, telling me, sounds like you need a history lesson. This is not the first time LSU lost a first-round quarterback and 2 first-round wide receivers in the same draft. They were the first to do it, though. You with me there, Junior? After losing all that first-round elite talent off the offense, LSU went on to win the national championship the very next year, led by an offense that actually improved in points per game. Still with me there, boy? LSU's offense will be led by a bunch of boot dogs, whatever the hell that is. I guess you from Louisiana, you want to call y'all selves boot dog or whatever you want to call it, but I call you boot lickers. That's what I call you. But anyway, I don't need a history lesson because I am the history professor. You should know that by now. Okay, I don't give a damn that y'all had the first team to lose a first-round quarterback and a 2 first-round wide receivers to the draft. I don't give a damn about that. It has been done since then. That ain't nothing special. It ain't helping you in 2024. It didn't help you in 2023, 2022. It didn't help you. 2021, it did not help you. Okay? All I know is you won it in 2019. Where was you at in 2020? You won in the playoffs. You won in a national championship game. I can tell you that. Yeah, hell, you lost a first-round quarterback and 2 first-round wide receivers in 2019 off that 2019 team. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and what the other guy named? Justin Jefferson. You lost them. Why you didn't come back and win a national championship in 2020? That's what I'm wondering. So shit, I can sit up here and say, well, damn, Alabama, they lost a first-round quarterback and 2 first-round wide receivers off that 2019 team. And who am I talking about? Tua Tagovailoa, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs. All right, Tua quarterback, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs wide receiver. And lo and behold, 2020, Alabama win the national championship. So what y'all did ain't nothing special, and you sitting here bragging on it like it's the best thing since sliced bread. It is not. Have you done it since then? No. So what's the point in bragging about it? You didn't do it. You didn't do the same thing in 2019 and 2020 when you lost Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. You was hot ass in 2020. And you still hot ass, LSU. You ain't won shit. So hey, just get used to it. You can change your coach all you want. Seems like to me every time you win a national championship, it's with a different coach. You can't, every coach you get, you fire them. Mainly because of Alabama. I can tell you that right now. That's the main cause of these coaches getting fired. Les Miles, Ed Orgeron. That's 2 of them right there. And Alabama might be the reason that y'all fire Brian Kelly too. I'm just saying, it is what it is. It's LSU. We've been whooping your ass forever. Come on now. It is what it is. What you got? The wins you got against Alabama in the last 10 years, maybe 3. Let's see. 2022, 2019, 2011. Yeah, 3. That's nothing to brag about. You shouldn't even talk to an Alabama fan because they so above you. LSU fans, the LSU football program, LSU's anybody who got anything to do with LSU, the university, sports, alumni, y'all are beneath Alabama. That's what it is. Either you like it or you don't. but it's fact. It's the truth. Moving on to the next comment. But no, I don't need a history lesson. I am the history professor. But anyway, and you can, when we come to daggone Death Valley or whatever you want to call it, we own that stadium too. When we come there to whoop them bootlickers' ass, then come talk to me then. Because that's definitely what we going to do. Whoop those bootlickers' ass. That's what we going to do. On to the next comment. I guess this is another LSU fan. What the hell is that name? Y'all see it? Can't pronounce that shit. Whatever it is. Jetto, whatever the fuck it is. But anyway, if LSU loses that many, Alabama must be losing 7 or 8 now that Nick's gone. Okay, fine and dandy. That's your opinion. But the fact of the matter is, we won't lose 7 or 8 games. That's just not possible, even without Nick. That's the thing about it, man. Oh, I had LSU going 8-4. Yes, I did. And I still believe they'll go 8-4. If not 7-5. But hey, it's all good. But all I know is my Alabama Crimson Tide will be a playoff team and LSU won't. I do know that. Alabama losing 7 or 8 games? Nah, won't happen. And the fact of the matter is, y'all keep saying Nick's gone. Nick is not the head coach. But old Nicky, he is still there. The greatest college football coach of all time is still in the building at the University of Alabama. I know you want him gone. Y'all wish he was gone, but he's not. Sorry. One day he'll be gone. But as of today, and as of the 2024 season, he will be at the University of Alabama from time to time. So, hey, call it what you will. But don't get your hopes up. That's all I know. Don't get your hopes up thinking, oh, Nicky's gone. We're going to come in and just beat the hell out of Alabama. Everybody going to be beating Alabama. Well, sorry to tell you, you're wrong again. As usual. If you ain't a daggone Alabama fan and you're talking shit about Alabama, most likely, you're wrong. Make sure you hear me loud and clear. All right? If you're not an Alabama fan and you're talking shit about Alabama, more often than not, you are wrong. Proven fact. Moving on. We're going to make this quick today. Moving on. Tiger Mark 880. Another LSU fan, I guess. Anyway, KB, you speaking on LSU's defense at what they did last year, and you're also saying Ole Miss D will be better, but damn, in 2022, Ole Miss lost to us 45-20 with Jackson Dart at quarterback and Junkins at running back, and we put up 49 on them in a loss last year. Last year, we have scored 94 points in 2 games against Ole Miss, but our defense is trash. Yeah, it is. So why is Ole Miss D so much better after 2 years of LSU putting 40 points on them? Why Ole Miss D can improve, but LSU can't? 8-5. Yeah. No, 8-4, I believe I had you going. But anyway, why Ole Miss defense can improve, but y'all can't? I said y'all defense will improve slightly, maybe 20%. That is what I said, if that much. I did say your defense can improve, but do I expect it to make this drastic improvement? Hell no. Not from where y'all was at last season. I don't care who you got coming in to help you out. Bo Davis, whoever, your new defensive coordinator, I don't give a damn. Your defense is terrible. It was terrible last year. It's going to be terrible this year, even if you do improve. I'm just saying. You talking about y'all offense scored 94 points on Ole Miss's defense. What the fucking do? Well, as I recall, Ole Miss scored 52 on y'all. They put up a 50 piece last season. Yeah, I know you put up 49. It don't matter. You lost the game. All right? And you talking about all these points. Who did you have last season? The Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. You had two of the best wide receivers in the nation. You're running back too also, and you lost all of that. So trust me, in 2024, you will not put up 49, 45 on Ole Miss. You won't. Plus, Ole Miss, this season, they got some dogs on that defense. They got some dogs. Ole Miss got old Walter Nolan, best player on Texas A&M front seven last season. A beast. They got old Trey Amos from Alabama. The guy that came in off the bench and locked Brock Bowers down in the SEC championship after Kool-Aid McKinstry went down. And I ain't lying. I remember that plain and clear. Or however you want to put it. I remember that. Matter of fact, when Kool-Aid went down, the very next play, they went up Trey Amos, put Brock Bowers on him. What did Trey Amos do? Lock his ass up. Incomplete. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, y'all had Jaden Daniels and two of the best wide receivers in all of college football last season. That had a lot to do with why y'all was putting up all those points. Plus Logan Diggs at running backs wasn't no slouch. No slouch. So, I'm just saying, Tiger Mark, expect a decline on your offense. It's bound to happen. And expect a 10 to 20% improvement on your defense. I'm being real with you. You're going to be terrible next season. Shit, you should be happy. I'm giving you 8 games. But, hey, we'll see what happens. But I don't expect you to be much better than 2023. All right, moving on. Oh, man, this possibly has to be the dumbest comment on all. I'm going to go ahead and tell you about it. I was going to save it the last, but this got to be the dumbest comment on all of YouTube. I'm telling you now. Mario Brewster, a damn Georgia fan. You know they always up in the comment section. A video that don't have nothing to do with Georgia. They are always there. This comment coming from the video I did about Auburn and Ole Miss. Their game by game preview and shit like that. But it comes from Mario Brewster, Georgia Bulldog fan. He says Auburn cost us a three-peat by playing prevent defense. How did Auburn cost y'all a three-peat? And I know you talking about losing to Alabama. Fine. The Hail Mary, the grave digger, whatever you want to call it. That play did not cost y'all a three-peat. Because guess what? That play had nothing to do with what happened the very next weekend in the SEC championship. That play had nothing to do with it. After that play, Georgia still had a chance to go to the playoff and possibly three-peat. All you had to do was beat Alabama. That's all you had to do. That Auburn game, when it came time for the SEC championship, was an afterthought. That play was irrelevant to the Georgia and Alabama in that SEC championship. What you wanted Auburn to beat Alabama to give y'all a clear path to the SEC championship. That's what y'all wanted. You didn't want to work and do it yourself. That's what you wanted. You wanted Alabama, you wanted Auburn to do the work for you so you can just slide on in. Well, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Sorry. Oh my, that's the dumbest damn comment I have ever read on YouTube. That Auburn cost Georgia a chance to three-peat. And guess what? Even if you would have went to the playoff, it wasn't a guarantee that you would have three-peated. Come on now. Y'all get this notion that all we got to do is get in the playoff and we automatically national champions. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. Florida State would have slid up in there. It was no guarantee that y'all would have beat Florida State. I understand you beat them 60 whatever to 7 or whatever in your little bowl game, but you also got to understand that over half of Florida State's team opted out. You might have had, I don't even know if you had any starters on that Florida State defense. And you probably had 2 or 3 on the offensive side of the ball. So if all of those players for Florida State would have started, that was starting the whole season, it was no guarantee that you would have beat them. Even if you would have beat Florida State, it was no guarantee that you would have beat Michigan. So stop it. All this woulda, coulda, shoulda shit is irrelevant. Hell, I can sit back and say, oh man, we could have did this, and only if we could have beat Texas. I can say that shit. Oh man, if they wouldn't have called those 2 penalties on us, we would have beat Texas. Irrelevant. Man, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Don't get you a damn thing. That's just wishful thinking. That is it. Auburn didn't cost you shit. I can tell you who cost you a three-peat or a chance at a three-peat. My Alabama Crimson Tide did. Just like Alabama always spoiled your hopes and dreams. You got by them one time, and one time only. So y'all can go ahead and post 33-18. Post that, because that's all you got to celebrate when it comes to Alabama. That's it. Don't depend on somebody else to do the work for you. All right? I always tell y'all, Georgia fans, you want to blame everybody except your team and Kirby Smart. Blame them. Nobody else. Nobody else. That's all I'm saying. So no, Auburn didn't cost you nothing. Your team cost y'all a chance to three-peat. Nobody else. Alabama just did what they always do. And that's beat your ass. And that's going to happen in Bryant-Denny, September 28th. You can talk all the shit you want. I gives a damn. But no. Auburn didn't cost you shit. You just got your ass whooped by Alabama. You couldn't get the job done. That's all it is. Anyway, moving on. The Super Troll of the Month, Keith Boone, another Georgia Bulldog fan. Bama must got money to burn to get a jackass to say Mildew, which is a running back, to be picked as the Heisman candidate. Period. Shame on you, Bama. Okay, all right. Shame on you, Bama. Anyway, maybe he calling me a jackass. Maybe he calling the guy that wrote the article a jackass. I don't know. But this is talking about the guys that I named, and the guy named from Fansided, John Bueller. I just posted this video yesterday talking about the 5 SEC quarterbacks who could possibly win the Heisman Trophy. But anyway, it don't take money for somebody to name Jalen Milroe as a Heisman Trophy candidate. All it takes is just look at his play on the field. That's all I know. This man did what he did behind a mediocre offensive line. But I guarantee you this season, that line won't be nowhere mediocre. They're going to be one of the best offensive lines in the country in 2024. But I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about Jalen Milroe. But what he did last season behind an offensive line that was mediocre, behind an offensive line that got him sacked 49 times. Hey, he still managed to account for 35 touchdowns. More than a lot of quarterbacks out there. More than quarterbacks that they say is better than him. Jalen Milroe is all about putting points on the board, leading his team to wins. That's what he is all about. He ain't all about stat pad. Now, if he do win the Heisman, hey, it's all good. But if he don't, I wouldn't give a damn. As long as he bring me a national championship. That's what I want. But Jalen Milroe can win the Heisman in 2024. And he got a good chance at doing it. A very good chance. Because guess what? He can get it done with his arms and he can get it done with his legs. As he has proven. You can sit and say, oh, short to intermediate passes. He can't read the defense. Well, he did a good enough job last season to get my Alabama Crimson Tide to the playoffs. That's what I do know. That's what I do know. I mean, other 2023 SEC teams quarterback led them to an undefeated SEC season. My quarterback, Jalen Milroe, has yet to lose to any SEC team in the past. Now, we got two more that can join the SEC in Texas and Oklahoma. But guess what? That won't take effect until really the season starts. So as of right now, my quarterback, Jalen Milroe, has not lost to a team that was previously in the SEC. Never. Never. But yet you want to say all these quarterbacks is better than Jalen Milroe? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I mean, yeah, you probably do have some out there that's better than him, that was better than him, but they been going on doing big and better things, man. But I'm telling y'all now, Jalen Milroe, y'all better not sleep on Jalen Milroe, man. Y'all better put some respect on his name because the man is a proof. This man lost against Texas, and then guess what he did? Reeled off, what? 10 games in a row. 10 games in a row. And we can celebrate these regular season wins. I understand that. But Jalen Milroe brought me a conference championship. And yes, conference championships do count. Because if they wouldn't, you wouldn't play for them. You wouldn't play for them. That's all I know. My quarterback, Jalen Milroe, went out and beat a back-to-back national champion, a team that won 29 games in a row. That's what he did. A team that had their fans running around all year, hollering about a damn three-peat, yelling to the top of their damn lungs. A team that had their fans running around, oh, we got the longest winning streak in the SEC. Oh, we got this and we got that. Jalen Milroe and my Alabama Crimson Tide took all of that away. So you better put some respect on his name. And I'm talking to every college football fan in the nation. Every one of you. Jalen Milroe just may well be hosting the Heisman Trophy 2024. I'll mark my word. Keep it moving. Keith Boone, Super Troll. I think you'd be saying shit just to be trolling or just to get on my nerve. Keep it moving. Ain't but a couple of more. Jason, what's going on, brother? Just admit your bias. You going to pick Jalen Milroe because he's a Bama quarterback. We get it. But your evidence is screwed like your takes on this. No, it ain't. No, it is not. All right. I told you in the video, I am not biased. I'm not picking Jalen Milroe just because he's the Alabama quarterback. I'm picking him because I see what's on damn paper. Stats don't lie. In the fact that Jalen Milroe threw for 28 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, on 78 less passes than Quinn Ewers, like 110 less than who else? Who else was on the list? No. 78 less than Jackson Dart, 110 less than Quinn Ewers, 130 something less passes than Carson Beck. And I told y'all, if you got more passing attempts, you're going to have more passing yards. And the fact that freaking Quinn Ewers had 110 more passing yards than Jalen Milroe and one less touchdown. He had 110 more passing yards and about probably 800 something more yards than Jalen Milroe, and one less touchdown. You working that much harder, throwing 800 and something more yards than Jalen Milroe for one less touchdown? Are you serious? And then when you come to Carson Beck, he throwing 130 something more times and 1,100 more yards than Jalen Milroe for one more touchdown than him. And then on top of it all, neither one of those quarterbacks are responsible for more touchdowns than Jalen Milroe. You want a quarterback who can throw all these yards, or you want a quarterback who can lead your team to the end zone? Which one do you want? Because if you want a quarterback just throwing a whole bunch of yards, you ain't gonna win too many championships. But if you got a quarterback, his only focus is to get your ass in the end zone, no matter what, that's a guy you can win with, and you can win championships with that guy. That's football. That's what it is. I mean, damn. I mean, it ain't chess, it's chuckles, baby. You want a guy that can get your ass in the end zone. That's what you want. At least that's what I want. So y'all keep those guys, and I'll keep my guy because I'm happy with my guy. That's all I know. I'm not biased. I'm just telling you what I see. That's all I know. But anyway, last comment, keep it moving. Who the hell is this? Anyway, Cahoots. Everlasting Cahoots. KB, I know you sleeping on Carson Beck. No, I'm not. No, Beck isn't some throw on the run and can make players miss with mobility. You right. He definitely not that. At least somebody see it. He has the highest completion percentage in the SEC and the number 3 in the country. Okay, good. How many top 10 defenses did Milroe face? He crapped the bed versus Michigan and didn't do anything too special against UGA. He had like 130 yards. Okay. All right. Yeah, we know Carson Beck ain't no throw on the run. He can't make people miss with his mobility. Everybody know that. He's a pocket passer, a pro-style quarterback. That's what he is. All right. He had the highest completion percentage in the SEC and number 3 in the country. I would too. I would have that. Let me bring you something. Let me bring you something to your attention. Okay. The highest percentage in the SEC and number 3 in the country. Well, look at the teams he played. The first 4 games, UT Martin, Ball State, South Carolina, UAB. It ain't hard against those teams. Kentucky and Vanderbilt, Florida. It ain't hard against those teams to complete passes. Georgia Tech. It ain't hard. I just named how many games off the schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 teams off your daggone schedule. He should have the highest percentage in the SEC. Shit, he should have the highest percentage in the nation with that damn schedule. Come on now. That's too easy. You're talking about the SEC. When you South Carolina trash, Kentucky trash, 7-6. Oh, but you will say, well, they was ranked before we played them. The first 5 games was against nobody. And I believe they played y'all the 6th game. I believe. The first 5 games was garbage teams. And I'm telling you, 4 of them wasn't in the SEC, I don't believe. But anyway, matter of fact, let's look at their first. They played Ball State, Eastern Kentucky, Akron, Vanderbilt, and Florida. Are you serious? Yeah, they was ranked after playing those teams. But that don't tell you much. Boy, y'all a trip. But anyway, that's what it was. So yeah, he should have the number 1. He should be the number 1 in the SEC. Anyway, in completion percentage and number 3 in the country. Like I say, he should have been number 1 in the country. Anyway, how many top defenses, 10 defenses did Milroe face? Okay, I can tell you. How many top 10 defenses did Georgia play last year? You asking me that. How many did Carson Beck face? How many? Top 10. I'm waiting. I am waiting. I believe top 10 defenses y'all played 0, I believe. 0 top 10 defense. Let me look at your schedule once again. All right, y'all schedule last season. Y'all played 0 top 10 defenses. Carson Beck faced 0 top 10 defense. The highest ranking defense that Carson Beck played last season was the number 16th ranked defense, and that defense was my Alabama Crimson Tide defense. We was ranked the 16th ranked defense in the nation. That's the highest defense you played. Before you played Alabama, the highest ranked defense Carson Beck faced was Tennessee at 22. And after that, it was Missouri at 25. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that, did you? Carson Beck did not face one top 10 defense. And you gonna ask me how many did Alabama face? Well, I can tell you, Alabama faced 2 top 10 defenses last year. 2 of them. Faced number 1 Michigan and faced number 5 Georgia Bulldogs. I do know that. And who else? What other? They faced Texas, which was number 14. So that's 3 defenses higher than every defense y'all faced last season. Come on, man. They also faced 22 Tennessee just like y'all did. So, yeah, I can tell you what Jalen Miro did do last season. He beat the number 5 defense in the nation, your Georgia Bulldog defense. Made you look like fools out there. That's what Jalen Miro did. That's what he did. You got 2 spies on him and still couldn't get him. That's what Jalen Miro did to your number 5 Georgia Bulldog defense. Say it again. Say it again. He didn't do nothing too special against Georgia. Well, I can tell you what he did against Georgia. He threw 2 touchdowns. I do know that. I do know that. How many did Carson Beck throw? A big old goose egg. 0. 0. That's what he did. That's what I say. Would you rather have a quarterback that can get you in the end zone or a quarterback that can give you stats? Because Carson Beck, yeah, he threw more yards than Jalen Miro. He threw 51 more yards than Jalen Miro and 2 less touchdowns. That's what he did. I do know that. I do know that. Jalen Miro only threw for 192 yards. Carson Beck threw for 243. 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. 243 yards and 0 touchdowns. Which one would you rather have? Which one would you rather have? I know which one I would rather have. I want points on the board. That's what I want. So y'all keep them stats over there while we keep getting touchdowns. That's what y'all do. Because, man, it's just crazy. It's all good, though. It's all good. I like touchdowns. Y'all like stats. You say he crapped the bed against Michigan. Well, he might have did. All I know, Jalen Miro took that number 1 defense into overtime. And that's what I do know. That's what I do know. But guess what? Guess what? We didn't have to take that number 5 defense into overtime. Didn't have to do that. Man, y'all had the number 5 defense going up against the number 16th ranked offense and still couldn't win. That's why I tell you, y'all take this easy road. You take the easy road, and then when you come to a decent team, you don't know what the hell to do. Of course, it's Alabama, so we already know you fear them anyway. So it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. So, but we ain't got Nick no more. We don't have Nick no more. So that means y'all just going to automatically come into Bryant-Denny Stadium and beat the hell out of them. Y'all are so wrong. Once again, so wrong. I'm going to tell you right now. I tried to tell y'all all season last season Y'all ain't, your secondary is trash. I told you that last season. I told you Mike Bobo ain't that guy. I told you that. I told you Carson Beck is average. But nobody wants to listen. And guess what? In 2024, he's going to be even more average. Because when it comes to that Heisman Trophy shit, I don't even think Carson Beck will be in damn New York. Because I had a Georgia fan in the comment section, and he is so right. That ain't the kind of offense that Kirby Smart run to make a Heisman Trophy quarterback. It is not. Just like I say, you want everybody to do your work. You want Carson to get to New York and be a Heisman Trophy candidate, but he only throwing 10 to 15 yard passes. 5, 10, 15, all behind the line of scrimmage, and the receiver, tight end, or running back do the rest for him. That's what y'all want. Because y'all know he can't hit a deep ball. You know that. But hey, and like I said on a video before, out of that 3,900 yards that Carson Beck threw last season, you can take 1,500 of that. Because that should go to the wide receiver. If they counted passing yards from the quarterback's hand to the receiver hand, nothing more, Carson Beck probably would have had what? 17 to 1,800 yards. Trust me on that. But you can say what you want to say. But hey, it's all good. But that's the last comment. And I'm finna end this video because I'm right about everything I said. Throughout the whole, every comment I responded to, I'm right. And y'all going off emotions and your opinion. But hey, it is what it is. But I'll talk to y'all later. And y'all be blessed. And I don't give a piss about nothing but the tide and roll. Damn.